Today, from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's the New England Patriots taking on the Denver Broncos.
From the area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Denver Broncos. Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And we are underway in Foxborough. To return it, here's Deontay Spencer. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the pistol, they run with Gordon. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
On 2nd down, Gordon once more. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and it may be a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. There with the tackle, Dietrich Wise Jr.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. From the gun, Mobley. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, Sam Martin is on to punt for the Broncos. Gunnar Olszewski deep for New England. Nice move. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Patriots take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. But it's out. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Harris. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here, because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage and then get on top of you in a heartbeat.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Whitehead. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 34. Looking to throw. Whitehead. They'll roll him out right. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 25. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Operating from the gun, Whitehead. He gets it to James White. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 14.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They defer to White out of the shotgun. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Whitehead. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Draymond Jones showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Whitehead. And that will be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. And folks, kick is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. On the return is Spencer. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Back to throw. Mobley. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him. That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Whitehead, his throw incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Whitehead being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. After 1 on EA Sports. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They give it off here to the tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Hunter Henry, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots add on to their lead. For the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. after the touchdown. They will start at the 25 as Spencer elects not to return this. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
With that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Whitehead rolling to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Draymond Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Whitehead. Broken tackle. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rounding, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll run for it. This is White. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. On the give, this is Harris. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape, And in previous games, that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Folk's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
To get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Mobley. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to the ground now with Gordon. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Tackle made by Adrian Phillips. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 24-yard line.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Throwing on first down. Mobley on the slant, completes to Sutton. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Patriots' 16-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Mobley able to get away. And eventually he's taken down here. Great coverage downfield, resulting in the sack. Throw on third down. Mobley. That's going to be caught by Judy. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. From the left hash, this from 37. The kick by McManus is good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. On the return is J.J. Taylor. And able to get this out to the 25. The Patriots with the football here late in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. On first down, Whitehead. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
56 to mark, boys, 56. Go.
To throw again. Whitehead throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This time they stay on the ground. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st and 10, Whitehead. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Operating from the gun, Whitehead. He'll buy some time right. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 29-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And Folk's kick is good. And the lead stretches, 16-3 now. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
Time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome, everyone, to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point. And you got to expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. For the Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3, and they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. From the gun, Whitehead. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. 56 to Mike. 56.
Off the play fake. Whitehead. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 36. They'll try the right side with Harris. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Looking to throw. Whitehead. It's caught by Aguilar. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 12-yard line. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Whitehead. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Patriots take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
45.
They'll try and throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They run it here with Gordon, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back to throw. Mobley. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On 3rd down, Mobley. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Looking to throw. Whitehead sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he's got it. That makes our score now 22-10. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taylor now from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Whitehead. And his throw here's incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And caught by Henry. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Whitehead. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
A give to Harris, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
56 and Mike. 56
Off play action. Whitehead completes it to Aguilar. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another 1st down there.
Back to throw. Whitehead. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Kendrick Bourne there to make the grab. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
On for the extra point is Folk. And that one makes this a 19-point game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return is Spencer. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive.
Come on, baby. We got to do our job. We got to do it.
So that one will be accepted. So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. This is Gordon as they go to him again. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Mobley. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Throwing on 1st down, Whitehead. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. That time, finally, a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
2nd and 11. On the delay, here's Harris. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Whitehead. He will find his tight end Smith for a Patriot touchdown. Jonnu Smith there to make the grab. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to...
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Now Folk for the extra point. And that will bump the lead up to 26. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. take it away after the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Denver's offense ready to go again. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On 1st down, Mobley sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Looking to throw. Mobley. He'll get this one to Patrick. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I'm here all day. Big dance. Go.
On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
We got 4.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. 61 yards on the ground for him so far.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Well, you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3 and out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the 1st down.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to throw. Mobley. Throw to the right here to Gordon. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
On 2nd down, it's Gordon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On 1st and 10, Mobley. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And then he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions. Have them looking at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Mobley. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
They'll look to throw again. Able to, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. First and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of him.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Back to throw. Mobley throwing the out route incomplete. That's Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. Cortland Sutton. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos cut into that lead. Now McManus for the extra point. And that'll make this a 19-point game. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is secured by the Patriots. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent. First down, here's White.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
6 man.
So that'll back them up 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll run again with Harris. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard. 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
Let's go, D.
They hand this off to Harris. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.